In the 11 games of non-conference play, you had only 11 threes on 27% shooting, but so far in conference play, you've made 21 on 48% shooting. What's changed with your game beyond the arc?
I think just going down the season, I've gotten in better shape. I'm playing high quality defense, and then on the other end, I'm having my legs underneath me a little bit more, and I'm also taking better looks. I'm a little bit more comfortable in the offense, and I feel like although I'm shooting a better percentage, the shots I'm taking feel a lot more easier to me. So yeah, I'm not working as hard for shots, and I'm trusting my teammates and they're giving me the ball in good position. So a lot of things come together for that.
And an underrated part of that Nevada performance, I thought, was your playmaking. You only had 3 assists, but there was at least 2 or 3 other opportunities where you threw it to an open guy and they got a foul. Can you just talk about that part of your game and just how important it is down the stretch of the season, especially as you're going to start getting a lot more attention from defenders?
Yeah, I think my teammates trust me. They know, when I have opportunities to score, I'll take advantage, or I'll try to take advantage. But they trust me to where if we get out in transition, I'll throw the ball ahead or I'll find them open. I'm not, just searching for my shot, especially the big men. And I think it's important that they trust you in order for them to do what they need to do on their part, like rebounding and defending. Yeah, so I'm gonna just keep getting better at that. Especially going along with Lamont and Trey. Getting them the ball and opportunities for them to score. But yeah, just a lot of improvement.
Great. Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks, Austin. We'll go to John.
Matt, do you feel as if with the attention you get at the offensive end, you're creating additional opportunities for your teammates? I think back to this weekend, there was a moment, I want to say you were triple team literally in the paint, and then you dished it off. Is that beneficial for everyone else on the floor?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's going to be times where definitely the defense is going to be loaded to me, and I just got to notice that. And I think Coach Dutch and the coaching staff does a good job with me as far as watching film and observing that. And I think that's something I struggled with in the beginning of the season. But as time goes on, I'm starting to notice that okay, I can find guys in certain areas, especially below the rim, where they feel comfortable scoring to give them the ball. So I think going down the season, especially offensively, that's going to help a lot.
I think a team like San Jose State with Tim Miles will probably see a lot of zone, and by and large, you haven't seen a ton of zone, although Nevada showed a lot of 1-3-1, maybe some 2-3, but a lot of 1-3-1. How do you guys in general feel about facing a zone? Because it feels like you don't see it often.
Yeah, we don't see the zone often, which is pretty surprising. But especially the 1-3-1, it's a little different. It's a little unorthodox, but you got a couple players on the team, especially myself, that feel really good in the mid-range area. And I think if we just catch it in the middle of that zone and, spread it out or dump it down, we're going to break it down. And a big part is our defense being able to, get out in transition to where they can't set up in the zone where it's dysfunctional. So I think there's a couple things we're going to be able to do to, really disrupt their defense.
And then just finally, what's like the mentality of yourself and your team right now, knowing that like all college basketball seasons, the goal is to win every single game, but knowing where you sit right now kind of on the quote-unquote bubble, knowing the importance of these games, what's your mentality right now?
Yeah, these upcoming games, regardless of who it is very important going into March. And we understand that. We got a lot of mature guys on this team, and I think, regardless of where we play at or, who we play, we're going to take every game serious, knowing that each game can determine, where we stand as far as in a conference and, going into March Madness. So, yeah, we're ready. We're ready to take on the challenge, and it's going to start tomorrow.
I said final question, one more question, because you played 3 years, obviously, in the Bay Area at Cal. What's it like for you to play back in the Bay Area?
I love it, yeah. I've been looking forward to this game. I got some people from my church family out in the Bay Area to come, some other friends and stuff. So, yeah, it's special to me to go back out there and kind of, be in my, home ground a little bit. So I'm happy to play there.
Great. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. We'll go to Darnay.
Hey, Matt, hope you're doing well.
Hello.
You guys this year are averaging more turnovers than assists. And I think the Colorado State game, you had 17 turnovers to 8 assists. Dutcher talked about kind of some missed opportunities contributing to that on makeable shots. But I'm just curious, the season as a whole, what do you attribute that to and what will it take to kind of flip those numbers?
Yeah, I think a lot of the turnovers we have are unforced, a lot of uncharacteristic turnovers, especially like myself, just, dribbling the ball, losing it, being a little sped up at times, that can cause it. I don't think necessarily the other teams causing a lot of these turnovers. I think just the more we get comfortable within our offense, the less, dumb turnovers we're going to have, which lead to, us, struggling on the offensive end. But I think, as our chemistry, we're got 9 games left, until March. But, we've been saying it the whole time. I think we haven't reached our potential as far as offensively. And we're going to just keep, bonding, growing with each other. I think, by the time it's all said and done, we're going to look back and say, we made a lot of improvement. So, yeah.
And I just was curious your thoughts now. You're pretty deep into your, first season in the Mountain West. You've seen, I think, most of the upper echelon teams outside of Wyoming haven't played in the Pac-12. I think they got 5 tournament teams last year, and I think it was 3 the couple years before that. Possibility of 4 in the Mountain West this year. How do you stack up the 2 conferences now, having had a pretty good look at the Mountain West?
Yeah, no, the Mountain West is challenging. Every game has been challenging. There's a lot of individual talent as well, along as team talent. I was talking to some buddies back from the Pac-12, just letting them know, like, hey, man, like, where this conference is dangerous, man. Don't sleep. So, you got some dudes that came from the Pac-12 into the Mountain West, and they're saying the same thing. I talked to them, and they're saying, yeah, the Mountain West is very challenging. Every game has been a challenge for sure. So, starting with San Jose tomorrow. So I'm really impressed, and I love the competition.